Hi guys. I'm sorry I haven't been in. I got some things in my inbox on Instagram and Twitter telling me I needed to do a follow-up video because the last one everybody seen was week 2 through 8 for Saxenda, and I'm driving so I can't look directly at the camera, so I apologize, but just listen anyway. So, what's been going on is, okay, so after my week 2 through 8 video, I went back to the doctor and I got another prescription for Saxenda. I hit my weight loss goal and everything. Okay, this is what you need to know about Saxenda. In order to get Saxenda filled every month, you have to use, each month, the doctor will tell you how much body weight you're expected to lose. In order to keep getting it refilled, you have to keep hitting those weights. If you don't keep hitting those weight goals that they tell you that is expected from Saxenda, they will you won't be approved for it to be filled. Like for me, Saxenda was $75. If you're not approved by, to take it for some people it's like $1,500, $1,200, up to $2,000. So in order for them to keep providing it, you have to hit those goals, which is fine with me because that's what I want to do. I want to lose weight, right? Okay, so I hit my goal and I'm feeling good. Like I lost probably 30 pounds and I'm happy. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. And then like everything went left. Okay, when I say everything went left for me, it went left. I wouldn't say rock bottom because it didn't hit rock bottom, but it did go left. Okay, so everything's going good. I'm recovering from the accident good. Okay, I've lost the 30 pounds. Everything's going great. I'm swimming. I'm back in the water. I mean, it was painful. I wasn't swimming, 2 miles every day like I was, but at least I was able to get in a little bit. Like my arm and back was giving me a lot of trouble. We'll get to that later. Anyway, so I was finishing up. I guess I was to my 3rd injection pen. I get a call from my doctor. Well, I skipped some stuff before the call from the doctor. I lost my job. The pool that I worked at, which was a Baptist-owned pool, like the Baptist Memorial Hospital-owned pool, sold out to some independent people. Well, they closed the pool. Okay, so since I'm a swim coach and a Red Cross water safety instructor, you have to have water to teach. So this struck me to my core. Like it hurt me so bad, and I suffer from depression, and so things like that make me eat. Okay, so this is the beginning of my downfall, right? All right. So anyway, so this happened in, the wreck was in April, May. This happened in early May. End of April, early May. Directly after the date of that, if you look at the date, if you watch my week 2 through 8 videos, if I mention a date, or when it was posted, it happened like 2 weeks after that. Gosh, not another crack in my windshield. Okay, yeah, it did crack my windshield. Oh, crap. Anyway, sorry. Bipolar people, my minds, they scatter. Anyway, so that just made me really depressed because I'm driving all over trying to get swim lessons, like driving all the way to Memphis, Tennessee, which is like an hour. If you drive speed limit, hour 50. Well, it's an hour to get to Memphis, but to get to anywhere in Memphis, you have to tack on another 30 minutes. So yeah, this is what I'm doing at this point. Okay, so my back is in pain. I'm hurting. My arm is in pain, and my arm was splinted. It's supposed to be a splint on it now, but I'm back in physical therapy, so that's the only reason the splint's not on it. Anyway. So, this is really making me depressed, which makes me eat. But I still have Saxenda left, so I'm staying focused. I'm going good. I have 2 pens left, and I'm just started the 3rd pen. Everything's great. I have never lost as much. Well, I have lost as much weight on my own, but I mean, it just not this fast and forever because I'm always at a plateau. Okay, so here we go. So, okay, so we're at May now. June, July. Whenever my shots, midway when my shots are supposed to run out, I get a call from my doctor. Guess what he says? He says he can't see me again unless I get a clearance letter from nephrology and cardiologist to continue the medicine, right? Okay, now check this out. If you watch any of my other videos, you'll see the nephrology issue. You need to watch those videos to understand what I'm talking about because I don't want to get back into it. Okay, I've already got the letter for that. So all the surgeries I had, it's never been an issue with my heart or anything. All this is in my medical record. What brought all this about is I finally signed a clearance at his office to have like all my medical records. So anyway, so when he got my medical records, that's what he was saying. So he couldn't see me anymore. Okay, keep in mind, I'm really not working. So my husband was just like, well, Elfit, if that's how he feel, I'm not paying for you to go back. So here we are. That was June, July, August, which he called probably mid-June or something. I don't know. It's been later. But I'm trying to think when he called. I can't remember when he called. But anyway, because it's been too long since I made videos. But anyway, so since I still have those 2 pens, but I hadn't taken anything because, like, that's it. Like, till I get these clearance letters, that's it. So, like, basically, because the wreck, I really can't work. And then, you know, I have really bad anger issues. So I'm technically supposed to be like disabled, but I don't draw any income from it. I don't get any kind of checks or nothing like that. So I have to work. But it's hard to work when you have disabilities. But anyway, things happen since the last video. Like, I had a bunch of MRIs to come back bad. Like, my back has a collapsed disc and the one under is real bad herniated. So, like, it's really painful. Like, if you work out a lot, it gets irritated. And then, like, I walk flicked, like something stuck up my butt because it hurts all the way down in my vajayjay because it's like a lower T12 disc, S1 disc or something, and S1 or something like that. And so I don't like walking around like I got a cob up my butt, so I have to minimize my exercises, which on my own makes my weight loss super slow. I get results and all, but anyway, after the doctor wouldn't see me anymore and the situation with my job, I like went into this state of depression, so that's why I hadn't been here. I found the part-time job Ubering, which is where I'm on the way now, but that's just because it's seasonal. As soon as it gets warm again, I can start back going out to people's houses and giving swim lessons. And, you know, coaching people privately, which is what I have to do now, where before I was doing the USA swim coach stuff for team. I'm going to be doing triathletes and stuff privately. Okay, and then I'll just be going out to people's houses like I used to do, giving swimming lessons. Okay, so anyway, let's keep moving. So I went into this state of depression, and I gained 25 out of 30 pounds back. Yeah. Okay, so as of today, which is January the 5th, I still have those 2 pens in the refrigerator. The expiration date on them is like sometime in 2018. And so I've come out of my little state of depression or whatever, and I'm trying to get myself back together. I started back. What I did was, how I lost weight the first time is I used Michael Morelli. Well, it's not how you lost weight the first time. The first 50 came off easily by myself, but to get past the plateau, well, the first 30 pounds I think I lost by myself. And then to get to 300 pounds, I found I was 325 when I found Michael Morelli on YouTube one day. And I followed him on YouTube, Snapchat, and Instagram. So look up Morelli Fit. I use his products. I have bought all of his guys. I have his detox guide. I have his shred for women, his weights for women. If he has the guide for women, I've bought it. I'm gonna tell you how I bought it. He runs these specials where it's for his things to be affordable. So like his guides, he ran this special one time, like this flash sale for $7, and I got like 3 of them, and I probably already had 2 of them. So I have like Hit Max, and I had the detox. So then when he ran the $7 special, I got weights for women, shred for women, I got another one. Oh, and I got Hit Max too. Let me tell you. So I immediately started doing the shred for women because it's like for muscle tone. In like 1 week, I got like results, mad results. Because this is why I like him, because you get results. Downfall. I was doing like mountain climbers, trying to get back into lifting weights and stuff, and my shoulder and arm just kept killing me. So I started back wearing the splint on my wrist. I went to the doctor, and they was like, we need to check it. My MRI came back that from the wreck, I have a tear in my shoulder, why it's just killing me so bad. And then, of course, the other pain from my back is going to just be something I have to deal with. And then the pain from my left knee. My knee was doing good. I've had 4 knee surgeries if you hadn't seen my old videos. 3 on the left, 1 on the right, repaired the surgeries because being young, they don't want to replace them. Being this young, and if there's enough tissue to repair it, that's what they do. Anyway, so the knee hit the dashboard. It's been giving me lots of trouble. It's started back doing that clicky ticky thing, like retorn again. Anyway, I can bear that because I've been through it so long. But my shoulder as a swimmer, and trying to get back on the adult swim team. I said I was going to go to another. My boss took a job at a swim team that's about 20 minutes from my house. I didn't know anything about that until the day she announced that the pool was closing. I didn't get a heads up really. So I didn't have time to apply or anything like that there. And then I really don't like the location because the woman that's over it is really racist. So it's hard, here where I live in the South, being in a color-dominated sport, like my boss doesn't see color, and a lot of people that's in the sport that doesn't see color. But when you got to go to a facility where they do see color, it's harder. But anyway, moving on. So, so I got into another state of depression over that, and that's what all of that combined resulted in the 25-pound weight gain. So now, with the 2 pins I have left, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go on and get these clearances because I'm tired of making doctor bills. Like, you go to the doctor for a clearance for cardiology, $50 copay. It's going to pay, I think, 80% maybe, and it's going to pay its 80%. And then after that, I'll be stuck with the rest of it. So here we are making another bill just to go to a weight loss clinic. And so my husband's like, if you're going to keep making bills, you might as well have the surgery. Just have the sleeve and be done. But Saxenda really works for me, and I want to stay on it. I've been approved to take it for a year. And that's according to the weight loss doctor, that's really good because most people don't. It's so hard to get people approved to take it. And the fact that I was approved for a whole year is awesome. And probably because I was hitting my weight loss goals. So where I am now is I'm not going back to nephrology. I'm going to, because they told me that I really didn't need to come back. I'm going to send them the letter that nephrology mailed me, or either call them and have them remail me the letter. The cardiology clinic just so happened my beautiful daughter just started working there. Yeah. So I called her, and I'm probably going to go in just for a quick clearance. She told me, well, what happened? She said, I asked her what all did that entail. She said, basically, all they're going to do is probably do like an EKG, which is what she does. She said, and then we already know my EKGs always come back good. Like, every time I have a migraine, I have to go to the doctor, to the hospital. Like, all this should be in my record. So that's why we're confused as to why I need these clearances. But anyway, so all this is going to be going on the next 2 months because I'm in physical therapy, And I'm trying to do this Ubering thing part-time to have a little bit of income, because you know I have to pay for this vehicle. Insurance is from the person that hit me, and we're 8 months out, almost finna be 9 months out this month, I think. And I'm paying for everything's out of pocket right now, like everything. Like I told y'all, this is my first car wreck, and I'm just still trying to catch up, because I was off work for like 5 months before I could even go back to doing anything, like 4 months before I could substantially do anything, like trying to braid hair. And like I'm back to braiding hair to make my part of bills me. Like my husband pays his part and my part right now, but I hate for him to struggle and us to everything that we saved up just basically just using, you know, all our savings for this, like that, for everyday living. You know, with 3 kids and all of that stuff is, you know, which my kids, like I said, one just started working at the cardiology clinic, one just got hired at a hospital, but they're still students. So like they're full-time working students. Like this is complicated. And I'm so proud of my kids for doing their part. And then I have a senior son, but there's still stuff to be paid, a new vehicle to be paid for that I'm driving now, to go Ubering for somebody to probably throw a bid, and then for Uber to not pay me again like they did before. Anyway, that's another video in itself. But yeah, anyway, so this is the game plan over the next 2 months. I'm going to start back on the 2 pills that the 2 pens that I have when I'm nearing the end, you know, when I'm coming up on my appointment to go back. Or something else my husband suggested was to find a new doctor. So my thing with that is, since I'm already approved for the pen through this other doctor, I don't want to go to a new doctor and not get approved. But what I do know is, before I go back to my old doctor, I have to get back down to the weight, to some weight loss. So basically what I have to do is lose 25 pounds plus an additional 10 to 15 pounds. So we're looking at now 35 pounds in order to go back to the doctor to get the pen done. So in this time frame, so I can get back on Saxenda, I have to lose roughly 35 pounds before I go back. So I'm going to start vlogging and show y'all everything I'm going to do to lose this 35 pounds as quick as possible, because I can do it. I know it's Michael Morelli. I can do it. I did it with him before. I lost weight really fast. Like I said, I lost 25 pounds within like 4 to 6 weeks. So that's why I said in 2 months I'm going back to the doctor. So I started this week back eating right. I'm trying to get my body back into the ketosis state that I needed in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like the keto diet, it's basically like a all fat diet pretty much. So I'm eating stuff like, for breakfast, well, I had to just put that in another video, because this video is going to get really lengthy. So I'll put that in another video. So when this one ends, I'll start a new video on that one. And then, but yeah. So what I'm doing right now to get my money together so I can afford to start back going to all of these different doctors and what have you, I'm doing the Uber, and I started back braiding hair. Now I can't braid 2 or 3 heads a day like I used to, but I can do one every other day because my arm being messed up and my back hurting so bad. And sometimes I can't do but one a week because my back and shoulder hurts that bad. So that's where we are. And people have asked me to share my hair videos or make hair videos. I'm not the best YouTuber. I'm new to YouTuber. I hope the videos you can find useful. I hope they're okay. I'll start posting those. But I will be back about the keto diet and how it goes for me, in case anybody needs to get their body in that ketosis state. And if they want to try it, I'm going to show you how much I weigh. I took a picture of the scale with me standing on it and where my weight is now. And then I'm going to show you if I lose anything and if it works. So I guess basically what we're going to do is have like this fad diet section, and we're going to find out if it works. So let's hope it works and I get this weight off. And plus I'm going to be using the Morel. Oh, and I got custom meal plans during Black Friday from Michael Morello. And Morelli, I mean, I said I don't know where I get Morelli from Michael Morelli, but check this out. I got 2 meal plans for basically like the price of one. So before those two, I had another meal plan. So now I have a total of 3 meal plans. So I did the math. If I was to follow all 3 of his meal plans for 3 months, I should lose roughly 50 to 60 pounds. So I'm gonna do the ketosis diet the first 3 days, and then I'm going into his meal plans. And I recommend you look him up. He gives you the best stuff. Just taking his free advice, you lose weight and stay on target. You can work out with him. He goes live and does workouts. He gives me life. So look him up and follow him. Like, don't hesitate. Oh, but you still see where I lost weight? See my lines? Where I lost weight. So I still have a little, where I lost weight at. So I'm still proud of that. But anyway, back on track, and we'll get back on the shots because they are the best thing that ever happened to me. So I will keep you updated more. Like I said, I deal from bipolar disorder, so being consistent is an issue for me. But I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.